Hello, welcome back to Arknights. It's been a little while since I read it, and I just kind of want to get right into it because I don't really have a lot of time today. We're going to be reading more of the mini story, A Kazdelian Rescue. I really enjoyed the first part of it, learning more about the new character, which you guys all told me in the comments. I'm sorry my last video didn't have a description or a thumbnail. I forgot. So let's get into this one. I came to you to help some big shots solve your problems. You won't find a shot of your districts in all of Kazdel. I have a group of real good workers willing to help build a furnace node. Think about it. With just a supply of power, this district will be able to transform. People will have to, oh my god, have work to keep themselves fed and won't cause trouble anymore. No more. You sound pretty confident. What do you want from me? Steel for the pipes. Right in the middle of the district. You can have your people keep an eye on it if you want. Trust me, you won't recognize this district in 3 months. That's where Nymph lives now, then? You see those guards watching over the steel? Do you believe me now? It's the bosses who ordered the furnace node to be built. There's plenty in it for you, if you work for them. And? I want food, enough to feed a decent team of workers. I know you guys have plenty. Bring it to the warehouse there. We'll have enough space. Trust me, this is a good deal for you. You see the food in the warehouse? Come help build the furnace and everyone gets some every day. Better than robbing people in the streets. At least you don't have to worry about getting your skull split open. Guts, kids. Jesus. Guts, kid. You want to hire mercenaries to work for you? You're big, tough, and not afraid to break a sweat. You'll make great workers. Listen to me, and I'll make sure you all do well for yourselves. Better than you're doing right now, at least. "7:40 a.m. or overcast. Good morning, big head. Come to get your clothes? Your collar would have been charred if you came any later. Don't you dare call me big head. And put away all that crap you picked up. Don't fuck. Oh no, right away? He's cussing, guys. Don't pile shit up in front of my door. Just one night. I'm selling it to the boiler guy later. Won't bother you, not that much anyway. The hoodlums would have stolen them if I left them at home, but no one in these parts would dare have their finger in your pie. You're talkative today. Aren't you going to work? Didn't you hear that nasty noise last night? A rock this big fell right on top of the construction site. If I went to work this big, sorry, I didn't dramatize it for you. If I went to work now, I'd have to help move the rock and fill in the crater. Why would I want to do 3 times the work for the same amount of food? Say, you're up early. Are you going somewhere? No, just in the mood for a morning stroll. Well, don't go to the south side. It's a mess. I was out there cutting wires in the morning when I heard that hunk of iron fell from the sky, straight through somebody's roof. They hardly started grinning when the broken horns showed up. Grinning? Now there's a handful of gangs wanting to trade that iron for food. Everybody wants a big piece and they're almost fighting over it. Over iron? Is it valuable? Or iron isn't valuable only when bird and beasts fly. What? Isn't valuable only when bird and beasts fly. Okay. Those broken horn hardheads would draw their blades for half a hunk of black brick. They've torn the house down and if the consultant wasn't there to keep them in line. Is that Nymph's house? Because didn't she say her house got destroyed by a giant chunk? Well, they'll stay in line with the consultant watching them. Don't say I didn't warn you. And I'll take the long way around if I were you. You see those 2 over there? Where? Nymph and Ermingond. What was her name again? Ermingonder? No, I don't think it's Karagonder. You know Nymph. Don't know the other one, but she looks like a witch. Those 2 were keeping order around here before you came back. A lich. What are they doing here? Isn't she worried about getting her nice shoes dirty? Might be Nymphy's friend. Look how they are laughing with each other. Nymphy? There's the boiler, man. Gotta borrow your cart, big head. What did you just say? I mean, big guy. Have a nice stroll. I've got junk to sell. I'll let it slide this time, if you share half the money you made. Huh? Now just wait a second, big guy. Shit. It's not like I don't want to share with you. But what's money good for in Kazdel these days? Well, if you keep saying you want to sell it for food, then probably food. If Revenant Fragment is too big, press this red button in the back until the box becomes big enough to hold it. And do not poke your head inside, no matter what happens. That's pretty much it. There's a manual inside as well. Any questions? You really don't have a treasure map that can show Revenant Fragments locations in real time? I told you, liches don't grant wishes. Making art creations is serious business. Here, put this on. The lich arts inside will detect nearby Revenant Fragments and emit an alarm when you're close enough. The box looks like a mercenary communicator. Be glad you got that. I was planning to make the case out of scrap paper, but this doesn't look much more serious than a treasure map. Hey, I was joking. Give it back. She took it from her. Wait, what the hell? I have to keep an eye on the furnace repairs. Sorry, it just went black for me for a second. I don't know what happened. I have to keep an eye on the furnace repairs and review the books that my master gave me. I'm counting on you to find the Revenant Fragments. Of course. That's what friends are for. They were right. You're the kindest, gentlest Jal in all of Kazdel. Who says? There aren't that many Jal in Kazdel. I'm just helping out a friend. Well, you get back to work. I got to go myself. Why is she acting weird? Are you sure? This is where you saw the meteor fall? Yes, this is the place. But Hermes' detector isn't reaching at all, or acting at all. Do you remember what meteor looked like? Some of them were round, some of them bumpy. There was more than one? The wonderful smell when roasted on an open flame? What? Leave the skin on, soft and fluffy, simply lip smacking. Ma'am, what are you talking about? Go inside. They're only open in the morning, and they won't stay open for you. I'm looking for the meteor, not the mercenary potatoes. The stuff that fireworks dropped last night. Fried rice? There's no fried rice. There's no fried rice. Never mind. I guess I might as well ask the mercenaries. Get some rest, Granny. I'll bring roast potatoes next time. Thanks. I like mine a little charred. Nymph keeps walking. The courtyard is not big, but there are a lot of things here. Mercenaries who, back from the front lines, have set up camp. Simple ovens bake in the corner, with embers still smoldering inside. Hello? Anybody here? Leisurely passerby. You're too late. What? I bought the last bag of roast potatoes. Come back tomorrow. I'm not here for potatoes. We've met twice before, but that was during the Civil War. I guess you don't remember. The roast potatoes are pretty good. I could give you half of one, if you want. No thanks. I'm here for the meteor that fell last night. You're after that piece of iron? Well, I'm not here anymore. The Broken Horns didn't... Oh wait, it's not here. I'm like, why do you say I'm? The Broken Horns didn't get what they wanted at the veterans home, so they got a few gangs together to bring it to their own turf. Commotion lasted all morning, and nobody's mended that hole in the roof. You said a few gangs? Did they all touch that piece of iron? A dozen or so folks must have touched it. Maybe 100. A few wise guys tried to scrape some iron off with their fingernails. Are you shivering? Do you need a potato to warm your hands? Oh, I'm fine. Go on, don't be shy. I can spare that much. Thanks. You said they went to all that trouble for a rock with some iron? Doesn't that sound a little weird? You think so too? The young Broken Horns seemed really obsessed with the iron. They just wouldn't leave it alone. You have any idea what's going on? Let me think. Oh, why am I asking you? It's not like you live here. Yeah, I haven't been to this district in years. I don't know it well. Where can I find the broken horns? Go straight until the end of the path, turn right, and keep walking until you reach Burning Tail Junction, where the cherry trees used to be. You'll see it. Thanks. Well, say, what's your name? They call me... well, you can call me Pull. I'm Nymph. There's a sudden crack of thunder in the dark sky, but no raindrops fall. The sound echoes through the walls, rubble, and buried pipelines. The thick and heavy shell begins to peel off, revealing the original texture beneath. Oh dear, look at the time! It's been a pleasure talking to you, but I have to get some veggies from the vertical market. What vertical farm? Gotta rush, bye! Oh, okay, bye! The vertical farm? What the hell is that? The young Sarkaz carries a shopping bag with his tail and strolls leisurely into the alley, showing no signs of a rush. Burning Tail Junction, cherry tree... I remember the place, but I thought the cherry trees were cut down before the Civil War. Oh. Odd passerby. I smell fried potatoes. Where are they? Okay. Here we are. Here we are. The street still looks the same. There used to be a huge piece of originium crystal here. Did they move it out, or do I remember wrong? Bean Sprout said some things were bad here, but I haven't seen a single hoodlum yet. I should sock him when I get back. My house is just a... oh yeah, that's the big mercenary guy. My house is just around the corner. She used to stand guard here, and I'd get a good beating if she caught me running out into the streets. What's the point of looking for it, though? It's been so many years. People come and go. Somebody else probably lives there now. What would they think if I said it used to be my home? They'd probably think I was crazy, or just an idiot. Now I can come back and reclaim it as mine. Just a quick look. That'll do. Go around the corner and get your look. Then go eat go get something to eat. Just another day. Wait, where's the house? Just a wall? Where's the roof? Who tore down my house? What are you shouting about, silly big guy? Shouldn't you go home and roast some potatoes? What are you going on broken torn turf? They'll strip you naked, you know. Whose kid are you? Who taught you to talk like that? The girl in the window does not answer. She makes a face, wags her little head. The mercenary sees the black rocks growing out of her neck. This is broken horn turf. How? Don't you see the red words on the wall? Oh, don't tell me you can't read. It says traitor. That's what they say to the guys who get on the wrong side of the broken horns. Hey, don't go. I can teach you if you want to learn to read. I've got nothing against head sellers. The mercenary stops in his tracks and turns around, looking up at the girl from below the window. His yellow, muddled eyes make it difficult to hide much emotion. What's a head seller? That's what the broken horns call people like you. Wearing a jacket like that? Coming back from the outside? But the girl who taught me to read won't let me use that word. She says, where can I find the broken horns? He's mad. Hey, stop right there. Who are you? 2 days in the broken horns got you blind? I'm here for the gang meeting. Gang meeting? You? What are you talking about? This isn't a barbecue stall. Oh shit. Since when do cooks get a seat at the table? Has your dumb ass healed up? You want me to get the consultant? What? I don't see him anywhere. Where are you gonna find him? Boss says the meeting starts after 3 bangs on the steel bucket, and no one gets to go in. I'm not deaf. It's only been 2 bangs. Oh? There's number 3. That's 3 there. You know what? I'll take pity on you. You want to go in? Give me 3 roast potatoes tomorrow and I'm not paying for them. Sure, if you dare. Take a guess what extra seasoning I'm put on them. Hey, hold it. Did I say you could go in? What are you looking at? I'm talking to you. Me? I'm here to listen. Get lost. There's no place for you. See this? A fire poker? A knife made from a horn. It's really sharp. It's really sharp, see? Don't make me poke you. Ouch! That must have hurt. Why would you poke your finger like that? Here, I have a bandage. Get lost. This should be the place, but how do I get in? I've heard that the Broken Horns are a bunch of unruly young kids, and now... Come on, Nymph. Think of your friends. Can anyone help? Not this one, not that one either. This one might have some influence at a gang meeting, but I don't think she's in Kazdel anymore. What about the consultant? All the gangs in this district listen to him, but I've never seen him, and I don't know where he lives. I should just wait here. He's always the one officiating the gang meetings. I'm sure he'll come by. Is that guy from earlier? The newspaper guy? That was weird. Whoa, I just zoomed out. No one's coming? Are you waiting for someone, Miss Nymph? Oh! Did you get your vegetables? I was a little late. All they had left were sweet potatoes. That farmer's a grumpy one. He doesn't let you pick. It took a lot of sweet talking to get a few decent looking ones. Wow, sweet potatoes can get this big? The ones I know aren't even a third the size. The only way to get ones this big is to try your luck at the vertical farm. But I hear the farmers keep the best ones for themselves. Anyway, what are you doing here? I was trying my luck to see if I could run into the consultant here. The Broken Horns won't let me in, but they wouldn't stop me if I was with the consultant. Might not go down quite like that. Do you know the consultant? I asked someone to help me get in touch with him, but I never got a response. So you're waiting for someone you've never met. How would you recognize him? That's why I said I was trying my luck. Maybe he'd know me? Is that piece of iron really that important? Not just to me, it's important to everyone else here. I had to bring it back to the furnace. Yes, you saw it too, the fireworks last night. They came from the furnace, but wasn't the appeasement ceremony in progress then? We're talking about revenants? But why are you here? What about the liches? Huh? You know about all of that? Just my luck. I thought I was imagining things. This is even worse than I thought. You've been standing here for a while, right? How many times did they bang the steel bucket? 3 times, I think. The gang meeting has started. I shouldn't have spent so much time shopping today. May not be too late. I think they'll wait for the consultant. Fair point. Gang meeting cannot... Without the consultant, it's basically a brawl. Well, it's your lucky day, Nymph. Or maybe unlucky day. Come on, let's get this trouble all fixed up. Huh? No, wait. You don't even know what's going on. I'll tell you my theory on the way, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Is he the consultant? Beast shit! No goddamn way! That courtyard was given to us by the military commission, and the consultant signed off on all business on these streets. Why should we move out just because you say so? Calm down, Beryl. This isn't personal. As for you, Beck, you need to watch your words. As if I'm wrong, Ebony? Why should these head sellers be allowed to take our turf after spending so many years on the outside? You weren't the boss of your gang when the consultant gave them those 2 blocks. You know what? I should have kicked the old man off his seat sooner. I wouldn't have let the head sellers set foot in here if I was in the room back then. Say that again. I dare you. Don't just stand there staring. Pull them apart. You should get your mouth slapped, Beck. They were out there risking their lives for us. And you, Beryl, stop being such a hardhead. Beck could run his mouth all day, but none of it matters until this consultant gets here. Stop defending them, Ebony. Who gives a damn about the consultant? How many men does he have? How many blades does he have? Not as many as you, but blades? That's hard to say. Consultant. Consultant. Consultant? Who's the Jal? Oh, don't mind me. I'm the consultant's assistant. I'm here to help him take minutes. Yeah, my wrist's been hurting lately. You can take her place if you want. You have a problem with it. Oh, I forgot. You can't read. Well, everyone's here. Let's get started, unless someone has something important to do. Not at all. We're all waiting for you to decide how to split the piece of iron. The cloth over is pulled away, stirring up a cloud of dust. Nymph covers her nose with the back of her hand and squints at you at what lay underneath. There's a large rock. It has been touched by fire and smoke, with broken originium pieces scattered across the surface. Oh. Underneath the cracked exterior are honeycomb-shaped rust marks. The woman, whom the others called Ebony, takes out a screwdriver and pries a small piece of rust from the crack. Light shines through the smoke upon it, reflecting a faint blue glow. The device on Nymph's wrist trembles as though it felt a chill. Looks like there's a fair bit of iron. Is this it? I think so. But Hermes said the detector would sound an alarm. Why is it quiet? Your iron extracted from a piece this big could feed you all for a month. But who's going to extract it? All these little originium bits on it are like mini bombs, if not properly processed. Some of my guys had an ironworking shop on the Colombian front. You'll roast it like you roast your potatoes? Shut the f up if you don't know what you're talking about. I can always cut it up before processing it. That won't work. The originium fragments are unstable. They could go off at any time. We've done business with the furnace node manager over the western wall. Should we ask him? Didn't you understand? The fragments are unstable. You think he would risk blowing up his furnace? Don't forget where the fireworks last night came from. If one of the big shots catches you, whether it's the military commission or the liches who have slightly grim opinion on you fellas, you know what's gonna happen. Not my problem if it's just your own graves that you're digging, but not when you might leave the rest of us starving. Is there no place in Kazdel that would take it? You're not telling us to send it back where it came from, are you? You're getting ahead of yourself, Ebony. We haven't gotten the Orion out yet. Besides, just because no one will take it in Kazdel doesn't mean no one will take it out of there. Some smugglers will do anything, no matter how dangerous. You might take a hefty haircut on it, but it's better than leaving it to rot in your hands. How big of a haircut are we talking? How should I know? It's not my area of expertise. This is what I do as a consultant. I tell you how to cut the cake fairly, but I'm never the one actually cutting it. How can we be sure the difference won't end up in your pocket? What are you saying, Beck? Apologize to the consultant now. To him? I don't understand why you're so polite to this guy. Have things been so peaceful for so long that you forgot about... Wow, that you forgot where you should be pointing your blade? That was a struggle for me, I'm sorry. I say he's in league with the noble masters up in the towers. He makes it so we don't get to fight or eat, so we end up fixing the walls for them. Why would he help the head sellers take my turf? I've lived in Kazdel since the day I was born, but should I give my house to some slugs who haven't set foot here in decades? Draw your blade. Nobody's gonna say what I killed unarmed man. Give it a rest, both of you. You can fight it out yourselves once we've got the food. Put your blades down now. I guess someone forgot what my job is. I just give advice. You decide to take it or not. I know a few smugglers, but let's just say it takes some credit for them to handle such a hot potato. Sorry about Beck, consultant. He's still young. I'm not that old either, Ebony. I know some of you don't trust me. Is he holding leeks in his bag down there? I thought he said he only got potatoes. And eggs. Oh, yeah, I guess he went to the... I don't know. Okay. Whatever. I know some of you don't trust me and think that I am where I am thanks to luck alone. That's fine. We'll listen to you because you know your stuff. A full belly doesn't lie, only greedy fools. Oh god. Everyone looks in the direction of the noise to see the Jaw, who claims to be the consultant's assistant, reaching out to the piece of iron with a strange box. She almost has it. Oh crap, the timing. What are you doing? Get your hands off our iron. Fuck. Almost let you sneak it out from over our nose. What's the deal, consultant? I've got the door. They're not getting out. This song's pretty good. Your rules say the penalty for stealing in this room is a lost hand, consultant. You pick Jal, left or right. She's not stealing. I asked her to measure the iron content in the rock. Oh, that's right. It's so high it made my detector go haywire. Be careful. I didn't hire you to give me a heart attack. Sorry. I'm not sure I believe you, consultant. You think we aren't watching you? It's one thing to help the head sellers. At least they're sticking their necks out. But working with the tower dwellers, that's another beast. Why would a jaw girl in a pretty dress like that work as your assistant? These are old clothes from my mom and dad. I just cut them to fit me. That's nothing to do with what we're talking about today. The more important thing here now is how we turn this piece of iron into food, isn't it? How about this? I'll get someone willing to go over the wall to bring some food and take away this ticking time bomb, and then you can take your time to figure out how to share the food. I changed my mind. Food's gone once you eat it. I want blades, Orion. Orion and one... What? From this thief. Do we have a deal? Oh, and one hand from this thief. Okay. I was really confused about that one. Can we extract the Orion? I want to ask you about your connections. Jesus, I just flung something at myself. You want the piece of iron? You can have it. But you got to supply our share of the food. Do the broken horns have that much food? I'm sorry, guys. It's rough right now. Didn't the consultant call this a time bomb? You want food from me when I'm helping you solve a problem. It fell in our yard. Food or iron? The veterans' home takes the biggest share. Ha! Those streets belong to broken horns. You don't even get leftovers. We'll follow the consultant's rules. Everyone here gets a share. The mercenaries get an additional share to repair their roof. Why does he get to set the rules? Why not me? Don't think for a second that we're scared of the broken horns, Beck. You'll be arguing for 100 years at this rate. If the broken horns want this iron as so much, they can have it. Consultant, let me finish. Any damages resulting from mishandling by the broken horns will also be Beck's responsibility. As for the rest of you, whether it's food or iron you want, I'll take care of it. Consider it as an apology for the little commotion just now. You can come get your share once I figured out the amount. Not for free, of course. My pockets aren't that deep. Any firework pieces that fell on your turf, you bring them to me, no matter how big or small. Don't be so short-sighted. The liches may not be roaming the streets day after day now, but they're always watching us. Make sure you understand what you're allowed to take, and what you shouldn't even go near. No objection? I picked up a lot of small pieces, but they're too small to be anything useful. How does this work? How much food and iron can we get from these pieces? Excuse me, I have an idea. The amount of iron can be calculated from the purity, but I'll need to take another measurement since I got interrupted. It'd be best if I could take a small sample. Pole looks at Nymph with bewilderment in his eyes, but nods his head. The others give way for Nymph to take a peculiar handbox to the cracked piece of iron. She takes out a strange rod and knocks on the surface slightly. A small, dull-colored piece falls out from inside. Nymph's box opens slightly, sucking the piece in. When the box closes, everyone in the room feels compelled to look to the window. The skies are still dark, but the light shining it in seems to have gotten brighter and warmer. Whew, done. Write your choice of supplies and your name on the paper, and come back in 3 days. You know where to find me. Doesn't matter if you can't write, Beck. You got a whole piece of iron. You're not getting anything else from me. And I'll deal with the territorial dispute between the mercenaries and the Broken Horns same day, next month. All of you better show up. Here's the paper, just like you wanted, consultant. Anything else? All right. You can get back to your own lives now. So he's an important guy. Got it. Thank you so much, consultant. You're really a huge help. It's nothing. I've crossed paths with that lich lady before, after all. It's the least I could do. And please, call me Paul. Paul? I don't know. I didn't expect the legendary consultant to be so young. But the supplies that you promised the people here to get me out of the jam, do you really have so much food and iron in stock? Maybe? I've stocked up quite a bit over the years. Not sure if it's enough, though. Maybe I should get a head start on picking up the firework pieces. The clothes on your back are all wet. Really? Well, I guess it's a hot day today. He was sweating bullets. Cole, were you scared? Well... Of course I was scared! Did you see how many men they had? How many blades? They could have eaten me for dinner if they wanted. What was I supposed to do? I just wanted to get everybody together and make our lives a little better. How was I supposed to know that things would turn out like this? I didn't sign up to become the consultant. Calm down, we're safe. You heard that? What? Josh can read minds, can't they? Did you? It's okay, I didn't peek. Why does everyone think we can do that? It's true that I'm a little more sensitive to people's fear, but it's very demanding arts. And do you think I really want to hear what other people are thinking? I guess you're right. It's not exactly pleasant stuff you would see in Kazdel. Anyway, did you get what you needed? Yeah, it's perfect. Look, it's so small, but it does look unique. It was surrounded by iron. That's why the detector didn't react. Well, you got what you came for, didn't you? No, I'm just getting started. My lich friend says that there's at least 4 or 5 more pieces in the city, and I have no idea where to find them. I was planning on asking someone well connected, but who's better connected in these parts than you? You must know something, right, consultant? I have a rough idea where some of the pieces might have fallen, but I can't be sure whether they'll have revenants in them or not. It's a start. Better than stumbling around the city trying my luck. If you help me find the remaining pieces, I'll ask the lazy liches to reimburse the food and iron you've handed out. Well, food might be a little difficult, but iron shouldn't be a problem. There's always parts coming off from the furnace during maintenance. Well, I guess I couldn't do worse. Hey, stop tugging on my sleeve. I'll take that as a yes. A little stroll would do you some good, given how stressed you are. Who said that I was stressed? Did you forget I'm a Jal? You said you didn't look! Oh, I like that character. Oh, now I'm more excited to read more of this. Kazdel is one of my favorite zones to read about. It's the 2 events, though, I guess, that I've actually been, like, into. Because... oh, what was the other one called? I don't even remember now. But this one is a lot of fun, and the other one I read a little bit of, that I still need to go back and read, was a lot of fun to read, too. I'm sorry that the videos are so sporadic and random. It's just been a lot with school and work lately. I don't really have a lot of time to sit down and record constantly, or even edit, really, so that's why Arknights is a very easy one for me to post right now, so I might post this for a little while. I'm definitely going to finish these 4. I'm not sure as to when, probably next time. I'll read this one and just keep going down the line. It says I've already read these 2, but I didn't. I accidentally clicked on them while I was going through the menu. Anyway though, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. I love having you guys around. If you want to watch more, hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. If you want to support the channel, my link for my Ko-Fi will be in the description. If you want to buy me a coffee, I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to talk about games, Arknights, Dead Space, League of Legends, whatever you want, my link for my Discord will be in the description as well. Other than that though, you better have a good night, and bye-bye!